Hey, so what's the deal with black people? Aren't they all black and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Of course they are.
Yo, that's okay.
Except for like people who have a white parent or anything.
Yo, check it.
Halvesies.
When I talk about black
They're
people,
mulatto.
I say they're good. You ain't from the hood.
What if they are from the hood? Because
They are good, and they're from the hood.
Because of political, social, and economic factors, they might be from the hood, regardless of their race or color. Go to the piss. We're going to talk about this seriously. Like adults.
Go to piss, you piece of shit.
Yo, Trap Lord's sending you away. Better fucking respect
Trap
that
Lord
shit.
has spoken.
Moonwalk.
The worst moonwalk.
I'm on a carpet
All right.
with socks on.
Welcome to Abopcast 43.
Hello.
I'm Connor,
I'm Alex.
and we're the two of us just here together.
Only here.
I'm the fucking Trap Lord. Alex is fucking awesome. And we're just going to riff for a while.
Everyone else is being dumb.
Yeah,
and
they're
they
all
are gone.
Destroying their lungs and shit. So we've had quite a bit to drink. Or at least I have.
Yes.
Well, you have to.
I'm okay.
You've
But
had
I have to
quite a
drive
bit.
home in like 4 hours, so I haven't really drank it all that much.
Oh, wait. What time is it? I got to work
It's
in a
like-
while. These guys. Yeah.
Ow.
Yo, that couch. This couch.
I know, I love how it's always us three on the same couch.
It's the fucking cool couch.
It's the good couch.
Yo, want to rip some dragon flags?
What?
Dragon flags!
Well, I suppose if it's called for.
I can't. It's like a fucking obstacle course here.
It's about time. We already started recording, so
We've already started their podcast.
Podcast.
technically, but we're not going to introduce anything.
Welcome to the podcast, Luke!
We might as well introduce ourselves.
And
Okay,
Nick!
sit down. Sit down.
If we gotta do a dance, we come on, Luke. Do dance.
Nah, it's all good.
Hi. That was the first dance we've seen. This is the second one.
I already twerked for like a minute and a half.
Chuck, we got one.
3, right?
Yo!
42.
Welcome back to the fucking podcast, Mr. Boy Chuck! Fucking trap clap.
Trap clap. Hold on.
Trap clap.
No, it's this.
The clap has changed the entire night.
He's the only person to usurp the Trap Lord throne.
Yeah.
The first person.
Okay.
Did you ever explain what a
Because
trap
there's-
lord was? I can't remember.
I don't know what
No, you want to know what a fucking Trap Lord is? Look right here.
Webster's dictionary.
Check out Trap Lord.
Lord,
Picture of Connor. That's what a fucking Trap Lord is.
Okay, so now we're actually all sitting down. We can
Yeah.
actually start
I'm not
this.
sitting down.
Okay, we
So
have.
we've been going for like
Boy Chuck.
15 minutes.
Yeah, this,
Alex.
that's me.
Maddie.
Luke. Who am I?
Santa.
Saint Nicholas.
Oh shit.
Saint. Wow. Damn.
Careful. Nicholas.
Nicholas. Replace the CH with a G. Yeah.
What? Welcome to the cool couch where we got.
Nicholas. Saint Nicholas.
Alright, we're gonna introduce ourselves again.
No.
Got this motherfucker, fucking Trap Lord.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just
Fucking
finished playing
scrub coach, fucking cool coach.
We played some drinking games.
I don't know if
You're in the mid-ground. You're not a scrub, you're not a Trap Lord.
I like
I don't
that.
know if sitting next to
He's
me listening
honorary
Connor makes
cool
it the cool
coach.
couch.
Yeah.
Honorary cool.
Everyone sitting next to a Trap Lord makes it the cool coach.
I think Luke's my
What the fuck's going on
Alex.
there?
Alex is.
Yo, I beat you fair and square, bro. I beat you.
Was it? I don't know.
Okay, I got 3 Trap Lord cards and I fucking cradle through them.
You guys agreed on a tie.
I thought
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
handshake. There was a mutual.
They're
There was
both
a hug.
couches.
There was a hug.
That was
There
more than a
there was
handshake.
a
A hug
hug.
is more than a
It was a
handshake.
hug. It's all good.
Would you guys say in a professional relationship, a hug is more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Always.
Who's hugging a person when they first meet?
What about a kiss?
I do.
Yes.
What about a fuck?
all
Yo,
of those are
I do that
handshake.
anytime I'm trying to enter into a new business relationship. I'm like, hey, I got these products I want to sell you.
Yeah.
Come here, bend over the table.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you about my product.
Don't trust the me. Trust the him.
All right.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna tell you about my product. I got these fucking doors made out of dogs.
Oh my god. Okay, so this
Use your
is.
energy.
How do you guys feel about Oprah hands, where they give the 2 hands and they do this?
I'll tell you about Oprah shots. Is that what Oprah does?
Yeah.
Are they 102?
Everybody gets Oprah hands.
Oh!
Everybody gets Oprah hands.
Oh, we got
okay, you know how you were talking about before how I did the embarrassing handshake with my
Yeah.
rugby coach? I did it again. Except this time it was with my orthopedic surgeon.
So how did he come in? Were you stoned at the time?
No, what happened was I got a bone graft like last year, right? The story's a long story, okay? So I got a bone graft, and then obviously you have to go back in. They're like, okay, the bone isn't like rejecting you and stuff. So then
Unlike everything else.
Dude, it happens.
Kill
You
him.
get rejected, so they just come in and have to be like, okay, your bone's cool now. But I was lying down and they had me reclined. So when you're reclined and people come to shake your hand normally, it looks like they're coming in from a real high angle. He's like that to me, so I'm like, okay, cool. And I did that, and he's like, and then I realized instantly, like, oh fuck, I did it again. God damn it, shit. And then he's like, oh, so you want to do the cool handshake? And I was like, no. He actually did, and then we did it for real, like the goofy one. And it was like, okay, whatever.
Can we reenact this? So I'm coming in
So
like
you're
this.
coming in, and I'm down, and then I just go like this, and then it.
Oh, you want to do the cool
I
one?
want to do the cool one, and then it's like because I grabbed him, and then I tried instantly to like fix, because it's like,
Oh, man.
and then I tried to slide, and it was just
Can
like.
you
Yeah,
not fix
do
in
it.
that last
Wait.
second? Like if you came in
Alex,
high to me.
Was your mouth like open? Were you able
This
to
is
make facial
important.
expressions? Like, was there things in your mouth keeping your mouth
Oh
open?
no! Not
Only
this
the
time.
dentist's dick.
Oh, shit.
That's why I was grabbing
So wait,
it.
were you sedated at all?
No, this is just a
Were you
regular
in
ass
some way
checkup.
tied down to that chair?
Nope, I'm just dumb.
There we
I'll
have
do
it,
that.
folks.
Can't you just react? You're like this, and then you're like,
I'm a white person. No,
That's
I can't do anything.
That's racist. Well, at least he has the
That's
right
reverse racism, so it's not real.
racism upon yourself.
Yeah, reverse racism isn't a thing.
reverse racism is where you say something.
Do you believe
racist.
in reverse
Yeah,
racism?
Lobo?
Do you believe in reverse
Yeah, it's like
racism?
Reagan,
Do you believe in reverse
not
racism?
Ben.
Luke, tell me, do you
Cook?
believe in reverse racism?
Ike. One says the same.
As someone who's
backwards and forwards.
experienced racism, I don't find this not hilarious.
Shut up, Maddie.
You're the most racist person in this group.
Because I have the right to be, because
Straight
I've
up.
been exposed to it my
Straight
entire
up.
life, Connor.
Straight up.
I've been exposed to it. Doesn't mean I'm
Straight
Have
up.
you been lynched before? I've
Straight
been
up.
lynched before.
Straight up, straight up, straight
I
up.
got
been
lynched,
lynched
I got lynched back in
Straight
Nam, Connor. Back in Nam.
Straight up, straight up.
Vietnamese people lynched
Okay,
me.
all right. Yo,
Talking about
straight
back
up,
it
straight
up
up.
eventually.
front lines in fucking Germany.
Yo, talk about
I got
straight
lynched.
up. Yo,
I don't give a shit.
Because you're a filthy Jew,
Straight up.
Connor.
Yo, I'm talking
That's
Straight
why.
up. Yo, if you think about straight up, straight up. Yo, okay, so Maddie, okay, so listen, have you ever in your life had a serious moment of racism? Like, I mean, I'm asking this like I'm
Like, for
trying
real.
not to, I'm smiling and shit, but I mean, like, has there ever been a moment that, has there ever been a moment? Has there ever been, like, had a negative experience?
I'm like, aside from like white girls refusing to give me a chance.
That's like, I
To
mean,
be
like,
fair, that's happened to me too.
It's happened to all of us.
because you're black. Because you're black.
Except
Yeah,
it's because I'm black.
but I mean, like, has there ever been like a moment? I don't
Yeah.
want to ask your personal
Okay, I
question.
remember when I was like, it mostly happened back when I lived in Pennsylvania because Americans
Shit.
are racist and stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Like, comment, subscribe if you're American.
If you're racist, like, comment, subscribe.
That too.
So you were,
Yep.
you were
Yeah, we need to get the racists of America.
That's who we want as our viewing
So
audience.
Yo, straight up though.
they're like, why was Maddie in this podcast? Fuck that bullshit.
No, when I
Hate
was
this
in
guy.
elementary
Yeah.
school, I had to deal with fucking racism.
You?
It was like, yeah, it was like 50%.
Because you're a filthy fucking Jew.
Oh, dude, I'm not Jewish.
Oh, look at that nose. You're
Straight
so
up,
Jewish.
straight up, straight up, straight up,
No
straight
one's
up.
Jewish.
Straight
No,
up,
like,
straight up.
can I tell the
Straight up,
fucking story?
No one is Jewish.
Can I
Straight
tell
up,
the
straight up.
fucking
I was in the
story?
middle of a story.
Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up.
No, like, because
Straight
my elementary
Straight
school was like 50% either Pakistani or Indian.
Yeah.
And they fucking hated white
Straight
people
up.
for some reason. I don't know, but it makes
I
sense.
wonder why they would hate white people.
Whatever. But I was like, all my best friends in like grade 1 through 6 were like either Pakistani or Indian. But I was never allowed to come to their birthday parties. Because it was at their house and the Indian,
That's
the
more of
Pakistani
their
people were
parents
like,
than them,
but,
probably.
yeah, it was the parents. But it was like, yo, you know, you're not allowed to hang out with white people. And I was like, fuck that.
Buggen always told me, he's
Yeah,
like,
when it got to grade 6, Goggin was invited me to his birthday party, and his parents were like, no, and he was like, no, Carter's coming to my birthday party, and I was like, yeah. I was the
Like,
first
Asian
white kid at a
parents hate it
Pakistani
all.
But, like,
birthday party.
Yeah.
nowadays
East
though,
Indian
like
parents
Goggen
are
always told me,
parents.
like, if he wants to have, like, if he tells his parents, like, yo, I'm just going out for a nice, gentle night with some white people, and his parents are like, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. When it comes to high school,
prefer it.
they very much prefer it because I don't know what, like, they don't like your kid hanging out with brown other kids because they have this, like, I guess, conception.
Because white people
It's
are
like-
safe.
Yeah, white people are safe, and that's racism.
Well, it's a nice,
That's racism. It's racism.
nice
It's a-
racism.
It's
It's a
racism.
positive stereotype.
Look at the definition. You can't take the sky from me. That's that's in the definition of racism.
Okay, so back to my experience.
Yeah, you
with
go
racism.
back to your story.
When I was- When I was in elementary school, I was like, there was this teacher, and for some, I was young. I was just staring at her because I was like, this guy felt like, I was like, right. I was like, I wonder, I was like, I wonder how long I could stare at this person because my mom had just explained what staring was. Like, cause,
You had to get that explained to you?
no, because
This is a fucking odd story.
Well, when you're-
He was educated in America. Let's be real.
yeah, like exactly. But like when you're young, you don't know the difference between looking at someone and staring at someone. So I was like, "Is this staring?" And I was just kind of staring. And then she put me in detention because she thought I was giving her a mean look.
Wow, you had a bitch for
How is that
teacher.
racist?
Okay, so now tell us the racist story.
No, she's like, no, it's racist because she was like, he's black.
Oh,
so obviously he's looking at me.
shit, yeah.
And because he's looking at me, he has evil intentions.
No, he has
a
because
mean-
he's black.
Okay, somewhat related. One time I yawned in class, got kicked out of class because the teacher thought my yawn was
Like a sarcastic yawn.
was too much.
Dude,
I was just like a normal yawn. So
were you yawning like,
Dude, yawns.
Actually, I yawned like this.
I mean, like, I was a child of a white and a black person, so like people did not like that. They did not. They,
Oh shit! Yeah.
I didn't
Confused people.
I did not have any friends.
Thank you.
Oh.
Except for like this Dutch kid.
everyone thought Luke was Jewish for like 3 years.
Dude, I got Jewish jokes
Really?
all the
Yeah.
time. Like Jewish is like in my
I don't
blood
know
pretty
that
much now.
I know a bunch of people thought you were Jewish.
What?
Luke?
Yeah, I thought it was me more.
Yeah, he's more
Boychuk
Jewish than
did.
I am.
Yeah, Boychuk thought you were Jewish.
I just thought you were Andy Samberg.
I don't know
That's the only
anyone
thing.
Jewish. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know.
no
There's
Jewish
very
people.
few Jewish people in
Yeah.
our
1%.
In our community.
Yeah.
There are very few Jewish people.
I met like 2 or 3 Jewish people.
No.
None of them like.
It's not true.
That's
except
real.
for like Israel.
No, I've met a
The
couple
States.
Jewish people, but they don't look like what you'd expect. A
Like
Jewish
with the
person.
curls.
They don't
Like
have
I've
they're not
seen
the
so
same.
many
Yeah.
Nazi propaganda posters, and none of the Jews look like them. It frustrates me.
Don't know.
Okay.
None of them have.
I've seen a lot of old school like white power propaganda, and none of the black people look like that to me. They're all like big start with big red lips. Like
It's
what the fuck's
frustrating
up with
and
that?
annoying. It's like, why can't we just?
You know, I was just sitting there munching on watermelon and fried chicken. Like what the fuck's
Why
up
can't
with
we
that?
accept stereotypes?
I once
and
met a
why
black
can't
person
we
who
live
actually like
together
fried
in
chicken.
peace?
We went to KFC and he ordered fries. That was it.
No, like
and I was
who
like,
the fuck? Like I don't get that. Like who doesn't like fried chicken? Why is that a black
Like who doesn't
stereotype?
like grape soda?
There's
Everyone
still, like,
likes grape
50
soda. It's the best soda. Everyone likes watermelon.
arguably,
It's the
but
best
still.
melon.
Well, the thing is, watermelon. The reason why is because
No.
chicken is fairly affordable.
No
compared-
melon.
I was
good.
gonna
No, what I'm
say,
saying,
I
like,
thought it
And
was
same
gonna
thing
be
with
like
and
a-
watermelons, you get the biggest bang for your buck.
What I'm just saying,
It's like a low class.
So often,
food.
so
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that. I understand, but I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, why is it a black stereotype
Because
specifically?
before it was like they're too poor to afford anything
Yeah.
else, so they have to sustain
like that's
stuff.
it's
from
more
that.
not so
But
much.
why
grape-
weren't they
grape
like,
soda,
no,
it's
black
just
people like
Wouldn't it be
papayas
yeah,
because
wouldn't
they're
it be
fucking
like,
cheap?
yeah, black people like oatmeal. Oatmeal. Black people love oatmeal.
Some white people like
It's
oatmeal.
honestly not so much.
I
grape-
love oatmeal.
Like, people say grape soda or
You
grape
love
drink,
oatmeal.
but mostly it's like grape.
Okay,
Kool-Aid.
grape drink, I can get.
Like Kool-Aid and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
but
Kool-Aid's super
that's
fucking
more
cheap.
like a nomenclature sort
But
of
I think
deal.
we petition to start being racist towards black people about them liking KD and wieners because that's more ghetto than
Now let's
anything.
start that
Dude, that's
petition.
just so
That was like my
We all love
childhood.
Katie and
Am I black? That's my childhood.
Katie and Wieners is the quintessential easy meal.
It's just like
That's
anything. Like
well, it's like a compromise between
Alright,
easy
yo,
and fancy.
Do you put ketchup on your craft dinner?
No.
No.
Yes,
no,
I do.
I
No.
do. Absolutely do not.
That's like
only me.
my mom
Kindergarten
does.
level
And it's
shit.
fucking gross. But she's mixing her ketchup. It sounds like she's fingering a really loose girl. It's like
It does. It really
I'm
does.
like,
man.
I don't eat that
The
shit.
thing I really hate in my craft dinner, and a lot of people really like this, like
Frank's
my macaroni
Red
and
Hot.
cheese, is I hate breadcrumbs.
Ew. Oh, I mean, if you're making it yourself, you
Oh
put
no, yeah,
breadcrumbs
real
on.
macaroni. You
Yeah.
put it on
I
the
don't
top
like it.
before you
It
bake
makes
it.
it
Really?
It
Not
crumbles
craft
up.
dinner though. Not
Yeah.
craft.
I think it's
yeah.
disgusting. It's the
Yeah.
worst thing.
It's like
I don't like breadcrumbs.
Like if you
Yeah,
make
me either.
macaroni.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you bake
Can't
it
stand this
yourself.
trap lord shit.
Like
Oh, durag.
Like,
Damn.
if ever I have macaroni and cheese and it has breadcrumbs on it, I'm just like, fuck this. I don't want like Hansel and Gretel shit on my fucking mac and cheese.
I already know where it is. You don't.
Yeah, exactly. I already know how to get to my fucking meal. Leave me alone.
I
Now-
get this shit.
What
Trap
about cutting
lord.
up your hot dog?
You look like Avon.
We just
Yo,
talked about
you're
that.
right.
I mentioned that. It's
Yeah,
really
that's totally
good.
good.
Hot dogs and wiener. No.
Well, if you like
Hot dogs and
mac
wieners,
cheese
everyone.
on the
I don't
hot
actually like
dog.
hot dogs and wieners.
No, me neither.
You-
I don't like wieners.
Shit.
I don't like hot dogs.
Yeah, I said it wrong and you just played off me.
They're okay. It's
I don't like
all
hot
for
dogs,
smokies.
sausages, wurst, wieners.
What? You don't like wurst? Bratwurst?
They're okay in my
Any
opinion.
German attendees in the audience of the
Smokies.
viewing-
Yo, schnitzel's the shit. Wurst is alright.
Bratwurst is delicious.
Hey, Nick,
Yeah, it's alright.
Worst is the best.
do you remember cheating in German class all the time?
Cheating?
Cheating.
Oh yeah.
You can't say that.
No.
You can't say
Well,
P
which
word.
way do you remember
Or
cheating
C
the most? Do you
word.
remember using the erasable pens to change our marks?
Oh shit! Whoa, you actually do that, dude. Whoa! Our German class was awesome. It was German 10 for 3 years.
I was with you.
It was
guys.
German
That
10
does
for 3
not
years.
make sense.
Imagine that for 2 more
You
years.
failed German
No,
test
no,
twice.
Except it got more refined too.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was me, Nick.
There was like Carly, Ashley, Abby, Dustin.
Yo,
Dustin
remember
and,
social
the giant kid.
This is the latest
Oh, Aaron.
class ever.
Aaron.
So I thought he was great.
Well, all we did was like Carly would do the homework and we'd fucking copy
That
off
was
her,
German.
and we'd all get
That was
100%.
And then what I
Or
did
Chris would do
is
the
I use
homework.
that translator that could
Because he
only
would've
translate
Oh, yeah.
sentences
Yeah.
specifically, and she'd be like,
Sorry,
"Don't
Chris.
use your translator for this." So I'd be typing into my iPod, and she'd be like, "Don't do that." I'm like, okay, and then later she'd see me doing it again, and be like, "Don't do that," and be like, "Oh, I'm just looking at words."
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, boy. Chuck.
Like, look up individual words, but don't look at the entire sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that class was actually awesome. That was actually like a fun class.
Okay, but sometimes when you translate a sentence in Google Translate, it comes out
sometimes
fucked
it
up.
doesn't work,
Yeah. Yes. Like half.
Yeah,
the
Well,
time.
you
that
guys should
was
have
really good at
common
getting
fucking
it really
sense.
close.
Like that day
Yeah,
that we did
exactly.
the Somali translating on Google Translate.
Dude, that was amazing.
It's pretty amazing.
that was
yeah.
mind.
You can
Oh,
type,
my
for those who don't know, you can type like ooga booga, oog boog into Somali Google
And
Translate.
it'll be like
and it comes out
Obama.
as like established democracy, Obama,
Something.
beanbags, hairy beanbags.
Yes, Harry Beanbags. That was the phrase. That was the most popular phrase.
Yeah,
So
I
you
don't
think
know how that
Somalis are
Yeah. I can't imagine that that's translating properly.
No.
No, obviously not.
Ooh, booga booga.
We might be translating
Harry
one to
Beanbags.
one, but like word for word, but it's not like
Yeah, but
phonetically and
I
grammatically
can't imagine that
correct.
Somali actually sounds like
As a-
ooga booga,
No.
and it comes out as established.
No, that itself is
Secretariat
kind of
or something.
racist.
Yeah, I don't think it is what I'm saying. So
Yes.
Some guy at Google got really bored one day.
yeah,
That's what I
probably.
imagine.
He just decided to mess.
Just like the
with it.
beatbox.
Yo, imagine if robots weren't. Imagine if computers weren't real, and it was just a person.
Wow, that's
All
so nice.
computerization was
In-
just a person.
In every like tablet.
It's a really smart
Behind
Indian
every-
dude.
That computer right there, it's actually a person.
Why does it have to be Indian, Luke?
Because
Why does it have to be Indian,
there are a lot
Luke?
of Indian people,
Steve
and
for
then they're more
Microsoft.
likely to have
That's all I'm
super genius
saying.
people.
There's also a lot of white people, a lot of
There's
Chinese
more
people,
Indian people.
A lot of Jews.
a lot.
I
Not actually.
mean, actually, no, the Germans
Germans
made sure of that.
They're hung up on the Jews,
they,
man.
they suffered a lot.
And the way
They ruined Germany, Connor.
Okay.
No, actually, it's the
The
Muslims.
back in
Alright, I'm gonna take off the do-rag.
Contact.
The Jew wreck.
the Jew.
I'm gonna throw
You mean
Robin at I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Can I excuse myself?
I'm excusing the shit out of myself. I gotta
Who lost that chance? Like they had such a good chance to call it the Jew rag, but it never caught on.
You're right.
Like a yarmulke should be a Jew rag, right?
I
think one came
think you
before
should
the other.
stop.
Yeah, I know it did, but why didn't?
Matt, this is what you're doing.
Oh, this.
This is what I want you to
Fine.
do.
This is the time where I trans.
Go on Tinder,
Maddie,
talk to your
No,
bitches.
I'm on
Maddie,
Tumblr,
Maddie.
and actually, someone made a compilation of photos of us next to their favorite quotes from us.
Straight up.
So I figured we should read them.
Matt,
Alright, I'm gonna
Oh boy,
fucking
actually this looks
lift some legs.
it's leg lifting.
Who's leg lifting me?
Ugh.
Legolas right here.
So
Everyone shut up.
Legolas!
Shut up!
Alex One's best comment is, "If my dick was a salad, it would be fucking Caesar."
Yeah, of course.
Luke's is,
We all
"Your
know.
legs are hairy, but they provide me with comfort."
That was me.
Mine is, "I am going to fuck this bag of juice nipples up."
Don't remember the context of that. Yeah.
That was a bit. It was a. All these are 11 drunk guys.
Oh, okay.
Yours is an Abopcast though. My father never touched me.
That's my favorite.
It's just these are podcast photos, so I forget. Connor says, Alex, you have 5 Axe body washes in your shower. There's 4 people that live here.
Oh,
Why do
man.
you have 5 body washes? I
I
can't
was
work under
so-
these conditions.
Yo,
It was
I was so fucked up
You were
that night.
destroyed that night.
Kyle
That
was
was the night of the
filthy-
double, like quintuple Molotovs.
And that was the night when we sang.
Wasn't that when
Yeah.
you ended up like screaming in the bathroom?
That was Outlast, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the first night of Outlast.
Nick's is rock, eat, party, play,
Smoke
smoke
weed.
weed.
Is it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Is it not the Amazon has beautiful species.
Oh yeah, that's my
got
favorite.
too
I
many
love that.
accounts.
It's like,
Too
My
many
favorite
accounts.
quote is something else. I forget. Oh, and my favorite quote is when me and Robin were going back and forth with random shitty words that we were
I
doing.
shit on your nipple. Or
Yes,
whatever.
I pooped on your nipple.
Is Robin's pile of
I
cunt?
really hope not. I never said that.
No, Nick's
ever.
best is everyone reach as high as you can. Now reach
that's
a little
Robin.
Robin is sorry. Everyone reach as high as you can. Now reach a little higher.
Yeah.
See, you all reached a little higher. You
You
can
sure
always
did!
get higher in life. Blaze it.
And pile of cunt.
You were doing so well.
And then Calvin's is kiss.
I don't even remember when he said kiss.
He
All
didn't
the
say
time.
kiss. He just makes
Whistleblower.
kiss noises.
Yeah, it was
Whistleblower.
I guess he does, yep.
Yours is your legs are
It's
hairy.
like the entirety of whistleblowers.
Yeah, that's all fucking Outlast.
Is there no Boychuk quote in there?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta make up our own boy check quote. I have it.
That's my new profile photo on Facebook.
Oh man.
Do it.
That's the best. I love this photo.
What, the
We've
glitch
seen
one?
this one, the glitch one. Yeah.
I love that
I've
one.
looked at those.
I'm gonna make that.
Oh
my
yeah, they did your
passport
map with
photo.
friends.
Yeah.
Ukulele.
Wow, there's a lot of gifts.
A lot of things for us. Alex and Luke are my true OTP.
Fucking, I glaive you syphilis.
420
Get off
Glazer.
my dick.
Glaive is almost glove, which is the Galilean law of velocity.
No, that's
Addition.
glove, my friend. And then
Nova.
fits like it. I'm gonna put my 5 dicks in your 5 pussies.
Swimmer.
How do you guys think they take the seeds out of
Swimmer.
cucumbers?
What?
I would say
I put my seed
we get a
in the
seed
cucumbers.
cucumber.
I have a
The fucking
question.
is like,
I have a question. Do
and now it's a
cucumbers?
seed less cucumber.
You're right. You're
Cucumbers,
right.
cucumbers.
You might
Yeah,
be
then
right.
put it in a line.
That should be.
Put it in
Splooge
your thing.
here,
Cucumbers,
splooge
cucumbers.
Seed cucumbers.
Sorry,
All right,
should be the worst
spooky for
contact.
1,000
I want to see
points.
cucumber die.
1,000 points.
Yeah, I'll make something up. Okay, spooky for 1,000 points. Who
I'll
wants-
take it.
You take it? Okay.
Robin's got it.
Aunt Jemima's got 3 hobbies.
Hey, I got this.
What are they?
Getting whipped by her master,
Yeah.
making pancakes, and
Yes.
being a slave.
Oh, you got all 3. Conga. 1,000 spooky
A
points.
fucking spooky trap
I know, I
lord.
got that scary image, just like because like Aunt Jemima was totally originally conceived as like completely racist caricature, right?
What was that, Luke?
you
Fury
want
for
this?
2,000
I
points?
totally stole it from you.
2,000 points. Holy shit.
It's related to slavery. I don't
Okay,
want
we
it.
got scary for 2,000.
I'll take this one. I want this one.
Okay, Matty Ammo.
He's got it, he's got it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
he's got it.
Daily double.
Okay, 2
Okay, me and
eggs.
Luke will tag team this one.
Okay, 2 eggs walk on a roof. 1
They
falls.
walk on a roof.
Walk.
Whack. They don't go whack, 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 whack.
I just figured they were grinding avocados or something.
2 avocados walk on a roof, and
They walk.
they look at each other, and one says, "Hey, avocado, what's going on?" The other one said, "This is a really long fucking." Okay, so one avocado says, "Hey, what's going on, other avocado?" And the other one says, "Not much. How are you doing?" What does the other avocado say? There's 4 answers.
I'm gonna go with one is walkulator.
7 times.
Okay, you're close. Okay, second.
Hey, Luke, you can field number 2.
So, it's coming to me. You can go to
Yo,
number 3.
I got this. I commonly, you.
Guacamole.
Yeah. This is
2,000 points for God.
Yo, spooky, scary trap lord. Spooky, scary trap lord.
So good. Santa Claus doing the Dr. Evil pose for 4,000 points. Thank you.
I'll take the liberals for 1,000.
Oh, which way is
Not that active 2,000.
Which was the beach? It's fucking that way.
Did anybody have like a Sega Dreamcast or Sega Saturn? Because
I played on a Dreamcast. I never
did?
had one.
yeah, I've
Yeah, I
never
used to
seen
go
one
to
in real life.
My dad's best friend's
They suck.
brother had one.
They don't suck. They're cool.
Your
The
Dreamcast
controllers
was
are
so ahead of
holy
its
shit.
time.
People
I-
they're still making games for Dreamcast.
Saturn was
Well,
I
not they. I mean, people are.
Yes,
but
yes, I
like
should say.
Saturn.
Dreamcast
no,
was
no,
an
like,
excellent
like,
console.
like fucking real talk. Like Saturn was okay.
I think Saturn was the best of the Sega
no,
consoles.
Dreamcast was the best.
best.
Dreamcast was the best. It was
Name
so
what game
far
has
ahead of its
Echo the
time.
Dolphin on Dreamcast.
Sonic Adventure.
Crazy Taxi.
Okay.
No,
that
dude,
was-
Dreamcast. Like the games
Fantasy
that
Star
were made
Online.
for Dreamcast could rival GameCube games 10 years before the GameCube came out.
10 years, Connor.
Okay, not 10 years, like
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, but Johnny Cash.
N64 and Dreamcast came out like 1994, 1995.
Dreamcast came out a year before the PS2, basically.
Yeah. GameCube came out like 2004.
2001.
You sure?
Malay.
Man, there's
came
so
out
many
in
years. I
2001.
think it came out last year.
Melee.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
How many-
Dreamcast was so far ahead of its time. It was fucking crazy.
I have a
I love the
weird, I have a
Dreamcast.
weird love for the Dream. I've never seen one in real life, but I have a weird.
I had a
love.
Sega
Oh,
Genesis.
it's
I
cool.
love
The
Dreamcast.
fucking controller was
Would you
so
call it-
crazy.
It had,
No,
it
it
had
was
a
horrible.
screen before the Wii U.
What? Would you call it a kink?
I'd say Genesis
weird
was
love.
amazing.
Dreamcast was dope, man.
I grew up with the Genesis. I'm like,
I grew up
the
with my
thing is,
family.
It depends. Like in terms of revolutionary, like
I grew up on a farm.
Sega was always good for consoles, except for the 32X. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
But
The Turbo
and the
Graphics,
Jaguar.
yeah.
Turbo Duo.
But when it
Or was
came,
that Atari?
That's
Jaguar?
Atari.
but when it came to
yeah.
really solid consoles, I feel the Genesis had a lot more market, and then thus it was just a more successful console in general.
Was it?
Dreamcast,
I don't know. Well, I'm sure it did well.
Dreamcast,
Oh, you mean relative to Dreamcast?
like Dreamcast was ahead of its time, but Genesis was
People
like
weren't prepared to accept the Dreamcast.
Genesis was just took Nintendo and kicked its fucking ass.
Let's buy a Dreamcast.
it
Let's buy a Dreamcast
totally
and play
didn't.
typing in the dead.
In terms of functionality,
Oh, I
yes,
played
not in
that.
terms of sales.
Yo,
Yeah,
cool couch.
I have it on PC.
We'll see the
Yeah, well,
wizard.
you can't play typing with
wizard.
that.
My
There's
dick.
a keyboard.
There is a keyboard.
There's a
Don't
keyboard
look at the man
attachment.
behind the
That's
curtain.
stupid.
They had the most weird ass
Yeah,
attachments for the
No,
Dreamcast.
it's just my dick. It's
Okay.
a whole man.
They had a bazillion attachments to the Dreamcast.
You just
they had
needed
like
a
microphone
blowjob,
controller and
or you wanted a
everything.
blowjob with the
Game
blowjob.
Well,
controller.
not really,
the
'cause there was
whole
microphone
time.
stuff
Okay,
for
guys,
NES.
top 5 life moments.
I can do auto fellatio.
NES.
Top 5 life
That's a
moments.
good
What
topic.
games
Top
on the
five!
phone?
Top, listen up, straight
what
up,
is it?
straight up,
Airplane
straight up.
was right?
Listen
Yeah.
up,
Fire.
guys.
Fire.
Girls,
That was
straight
not
up,
yes.
fuck up.
I don't think
Straight
that was
up,
yes.
There's something
straight
before
up,
it then.
straight
Yo!
up.
I think it's something after that. I
Straight
think
up.
it was like
We're
straight up.
flying off the rails.
Nintendo.
Straight up.
Yo, we're fucking
What were we
Straight
drunk.
up. Top 5 life moments.
What?
Life moments?
Wife moments?
Top 5 life
Yeah.
Can we
moments.
do one life moment that we really
Yeah.
love?
Yeah, but
we
you got
gotta
5
come up
to
with the top
do.
5.
Just like one moment or some moments that you felt like really cool
Yeah.
or something. You were
Yeah.
just like, this is where I'm at.
Fucking up the handshake multiple times.
That's the opposite. That's
That's
the
not-
bottom
there we
life.
go.
That's
That's
bottom
a
five.
not top
That's
5.
bottom 5, not top 5.
Oh.
Yo, Alex.
Oh, okay.
Handshake? This is you.
It wasn't me this time. It was Connor's fault.
That's-
Anybody have a top 5 moment that they could share?
Top 5 is an excellent movie.
One.
So there was this one time,
Being a
we
fucking
were
track
setting up
boy.
nets for volleyball, right? And so we had to put a pole into the thing that would hold up a net. And a pole went in, but somebody didn't put it in right, and the pole started falling over. I sprinted about 20 meters across the gym, caught it 1 inch off the ground, and I was like, boom, I just caught the pole.
And
everyone
everybody
was like,
applauded.
whoa. They didn't applaud, but they were shocked, and I was just
You know
like,
what? We're gonna applaud for you right fucking now.
Oh, wait, no, trap lord clap.
Yeah.
Alright, I got one.
That was among my top 5. Yeah.
I got one.
Damn.
I blocked 2 punts with 5 dislocated fingers in the same game.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro.
I got a touchdown. He didn't.
You gotta
You go fuck yourself. My touchdown got called back because the fucking receiver was offside.
Yeah, but how, did you get a touchdown?
I did in the next season.
Yeah, but did you get one that season? The one that I was on.
Leg lock.
I got a touchdown. He didn't.
Yeah, no. Alex is a fucking dick.
Did you guys play offensive or defensive?
Both.
Well, we both played fullback, but I also played defensive end. So
I played linebackers.
Yeah.
I got a try in rugby in a pool or a puddle this deep, and I got pushed into the puddle as I was scoring, so it sent water shooting all over, and I stood up and I was covered in mud. It was,
That
was
Yo.
sound like could be very
Yo.
cool.
I thought it was
Our
really cool.
our team
I missed
fucking
the conversion.
our team fucking kicked this guy's team's ass in
Yeah.
Hawaii
We beat them.
for rugby.
Yo.
Because we kept kicking to Royce.
Royce is so fucking
Yo,
bad.
I gotta try by juking the shit out of Jesse.
Poor Royce.
There's an
was
unnatural
so
amount of
funny.
sports right now.
Sorry.
Okay, Alex.
Sports are in the top
you go.
5.
Yeah, it's top 5.
Well, I just did. I got a touchdown. He didn't. And I rubbed it in his face
Okay,
ever
the Nick,
since.
go.
I gotta
Hey,
try.
team on sports. One time I got 5 strikes in a row.
What?
That's pretty good.
Really?
That's halfway to a perfect game.
Wow. I've never even gotten a
Except not
turkey. I don't think I've ever even gotten a double.
I mean, anytime we.
Well,
ever
I mean, I
played
did
football
both
in
for
class.
Yeah.
too long.
You what?
Sports.
What'd you say?
Anytime we ever played football or rugby in high school or class or anything like that, it was easy. I'm like, that's the only good. I don't have good moments with sports.
You were in gym class.
It's fucking simple. Like people, the thing about people in gym class is they don't understand any sports at all. So
Yeah.
even if you have a
Except for
mild
the people that are
understanding-
actually in sports,
kick
in gym
ass.
class.
Oh no! But I kicked out of his ass.
Oh, here's a
in,
story.
Sorry.
Last names.
First
When I
week
kicked
of the podcast.
When I
No,
kicked-
he's a
second.
fucking asshole, so we can keep his name.
when I kicked his ass in football.
Yo, that's
Who's
in my
being a
top five.
bitch the
Dude,
entire day?
that is in my top 5. We used to play lunch in not intramurals. Lunch, just fucking around, tackling each other. Football, right? And it was like all Adam Landerman, Adam's crew, those guys that actually were on the football team, and us.
Not us.
No, but not you guys, but like
You
like
and
Hyder,
a bunch of other people.
Hyder and all the other guys. And it was like me, Sanford Sippos, like some other guys, right? And we played them, and there was a moment that Colton is a little bit like crazy, but like Colton,
right.
Colton is one of the guys I don't
Wait,
ever
which
want to
Colton? Like
fuck
short,
with.
wide Colton or tall, thin
Short,
Colton?
short.
Okay.
Colton is one person on my top 5 list of not to fuck with.
Yeah.
Because after seeing
He'll
what this-
straight up kill
so
you.
So we had this rivalry going on because what happened was that Colton had number 2. Colton injured Vishal. I didn't say.
He
I
saved himself.
I said Vishal. He broke like some of his ribs. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Vishal ran into him like it was like, and Colton was on the end zone line that we were playing at, and Vishal tried to run through Colton. Did not happen. Vishal was on the ground and wheezing, and people were laughing at him. And I was like, people are laughing at him. I looked at him. I was like, he's fucked. Like he's done.
He's
like,
fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked, and he ended up like having some broken rib. So the real story here is that Colton we used to always get Colton the ball. We're like, here you go, Colton, just run, and no one's going to be able to jump on you and take you down. He ran, but there was a point where they took him down, and Adam decided that I'm going to be an asshole and do a dropping elbow on this guy's head when he's on the ground. Right? So he does this to Colton, and after he's been taken down, and Colton goes like, he starts freaking out, we're holding him back, and he's like, why'd you do it? He's like, oh yeah, the play was still on. And then we're like, you don't need to dropping elbow a guy, like, on the ground, right? So, like, around 2 weeks later, Colton's always like, there's like fight, like there's like a high school, like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, that kind of stuff. Never happens. Now, like a week later, this is one of my top 5 moments, but the real top 5 moment of like probably Colton's life is like coming up. My top 5 moment is that I'm on the sidelines talking to, you guys remember Ian and Andrew?
Yeah.
They would never play, but they'd always watch. Yeah. And I was on the sidelines talking with them, and then Adam was running the ball, and I came out and fucking, what's it called when you do this? I clotheslined him, and he went down, and they started losing their shit, and I was like, I hated that kid. So I was like, that's in my top 5 like sport. If we're talking about moments and like sport.
Just
now,
in general.
Now the next within the next week, Adam was also making another run. He finished off the run on the ground, got tackled. Right, Colton ran up and he said he didn't mean to do it, but I don't want to stand up. Okay, so he ran up and just kicked him in the head, like in the back of the head, and Adam was like down for a while. Swear to God, he got like concussed. But that was one of the top 5.
Kicked in the head.
That was awesome. It was great. It was good.
I don't know anyone who's ever been kicked in the head that wasn't fucking concussed.
Running kick.
Yeah, it was a running fucking kick. It was awesome, man. But it was like, yeah. So yeah.
Anybody else, we'd feel bad.
They're both.
Yeah.
Well, they're both assholes.
No, I like Colton. I don't know. Colton's like an ass,
Okay.
but I don't know. I've had personal experience with him that he's like, I kind of. I don't know.
We are on camera, so you are required to say that he's a good person.
No. Actually, no. But I talk to this. I'm like, I don't know.
He's decent to play Call of Duty with, except he gets really mad and then quits.
So he's bad to play.
No, he's like good on the team, but as soon as he starts doing bad, he fucks.
Who cares how they play? It's about being a good person.
No, it's about getting a triple
Good
collateral.
Yeah.
Triple collateral.
Probably
On
top
free for all. Oh, baby.
Top 5 Sippo is probably his life. I'm just gonna say Sippo, so I won't say his first name.
Yeah, whatever.
You're going to say his first.
He had no. I always refer to him as Sippo. He had 2 back-to-back nukes,
Yeah,
and he
you
has it
told
in his bio still today on Xbox Live. It's like, blah.
Does he have the
back-to-back
date?
nukes.
Like
I swear,
11, 29, 12, back-to-back nukes.
That is pretty cool.
I've been trying for a nuke for like a week straight, and then I finally sat down and I wasn't recording, but then I decided to record this because I need just some gameplay. And as soon as I sat down, I got a nuke. It was wonderful.
Actually, that's pretty high.
Oh, I
had just Prestige 2. I had like no guns. I used like a literally an unsilenced UMP.
Really?
With like red dot sight or something.
I
It
got
worked out
2
perfectly.
nukes my entire time in Modern Warfare 2. One was on Favela, I think, doing my like running gun class, so it was like tactical knife and whatever. And then my second one was on fucking Estate, just fucking silenced Barrett 50 cal and a silenced Spas 12. Fucking.
The Spas was the best gun.
Spas was so crazy. Especially we had Marathon and fucking Scavenger on that one.
That was my number one.
If anyone
so
tells
nuts.
you that any other Call of Duty game is better than Modern Warfare 2, they're a liar. You
Modern
should
Warfare
keep
1,
them
man.
No, one
Dude,
when they're
you
born
can
in
only
arguable
2015.
No, I used to play that like hardcore, like MLG.
Yeah.
Like I never touched MLG.
MLG?
Like, I
They're
never
like,
Phase
I
This
had
guy wasn't
so
even
many
around when I
ways.
played MLG, man. That was like,
yo, you were Face Clan.
I was the original FaZe Clan with the three on top.
Yeah, what do you
No,
think
you were like
Face's
Hex
middle
Clan.
name is?
Hex
Yeah,
Clan was
FaZe.
the big thing.
I had so many cool moments in that game,
FaZe Mahogany.
Yeah.
and I have the video record evidence of them to prove it. That you guys can't
Oh,
even
yeah?
touch the
Fucking see this shit.
Like,
Put
once,
it up on the screen.
once I had a silenced Barrett 50 cal with no stopping power, so it takes like 6 shots to kill a person.
And this is a
I got
headshot.
flashbang, and I lay on the trigger, and I killed a person.
Yo, fucking dude.
No,
defense
remember-
should get
remember
my
when you
fucking
got
level.
featured?
kills that you actually did.
No, he got featured, I remember, on like top 5 plays of the week or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he was
He
number
did.
1
Oh,
because
cool.
he
I
got
was number
flash-
5.
He got. I thought you were number 1.
No, it was number 5.
Because he
Number
got
five is
flashbanged. Like it was search and destroy. He got flashbanged
Yeah, I
and then
remember this.
just sprayed with his UMP.
I was
Yes,
also
that's
down
a kill.
I was down in Final Stand because I'd been killed like 5 times in a row without any kills before that. So let's just put that in perspective.
But what happened? You got like 3 kills, and then they said on the video
Well,
that you got 4 kills or something.
I think in my description I said 4 or something. I don't know. My sentry got a kill for me too.
Well, was
so
he able to
it's-
find it?
Maybe.
I guess
I wouldn't know
it's
where
probably
it is.
so,
Probably
yeah.
not worth it.
No,
Still like
no,
going through
it's
videos.
not.
Yeah, no,
No,
I don't
not
give a
now.
shit about that.
If anyone finds it, we'll give you $1.
Hey, everyone,
No,
watch
we
all our
won't.
videos ever.
No, we won't.
Don't
But
say that.
we'll give you an Abop dollar.
We'll give you a shout out on the podcast.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
I
I'll do
will,
it.
I will.
I'll shout it out.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
It's getting dangerously close to pulling my groin. Thanks.
On his groin.
So anyway, sports moments.
Yeah, only
I
the
remember back to
bowling,
strikes.
the bowling thing.
I remember my first.
That was just generally good, apparently.
Remember my
I,
first pentakill.
I went bowling
League of Legends.
about a week ago.
About a
Fucking
week
loser.
ago.
Fuck, what else do we know? You're tweaking out. No, seriously,
No
about a
trap
week
for
ago.
that shit.
And I had these old pants that it was laundry day, so I just was wearing those pants, and they were a little bit too tight because they were still like 32s leg, so they were really
Did
tight.
you rip them?
Oh, you're smart, man. And so we were bowling, and I was at about 80, and it was about the 8th frame because I'm not that good, but I'm
Yeah.
all right. And I was winning,
That's all.
and then I went all the way down. I was into this big lunge, and I rolled it, and I ripped the pants all the way down, and I won the game, and that's what matters. That's what made it a great moment. The next game, I got about a 45 because I was standing straight up and was just like. It was horrible.
That was like when we were playing street hockey when you didn't realize. Like,
Oh
that
yeah,
you were
yeah! I
ripping
ripped my pants just as bad then too.
Yeah.
The worst part about this pants rip is I went home to change my pants right after because we were going out again, and it turns out my parents were having a dinner party, so their guests got to see me with pants ripped all the way down. It was the dean of the university.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
It's like Walt Robin's dick.
Yeah, I never wear underwear.
Where your underwear was ripped down.
Yeah, all the way down.
Why would you want
You don't wear
free-
underwear.
So much
You
is
just
flesh.
free
His
ball
flesh was
wearing
down.
jeans. Exactly. It's like, but like people do.
I only free ball in kilts.
I must have
And
told the
skirts.
story
Free
about
ball.
I must have told
I'm free balling.
your story about like
She's a good
never ball for
girl.
family friends or something
She
seeing you with ripped
loves
pants.
balls.
I must have told the story about like the guy I knew from school who like from post secondary who had like lactose intolerance and pooped himself a lot. And I definitely told the story.
More than once?
But anyways, one of the stories he had was he pooped on the bus a lot. So he pooped.
Are you sure this doesn't come up before?
I've definitely told this one before, but I wouldn't seem to remember, so I'll tell it again.
I remember.
How
Oh,
you
you
had to
do?
pull over the bus and get out? And
No, well that was one time, but he got off the bus after pooping his butt, and it was like
only where
going
it
down
goes.
his leg, and then so he like hobbled home, and as soon as he walks in the door, his mom had like a friend over who hadn't seen him since he was like a baby, and came running to hug him. And was like, "Oh hey, it's you! Haven't seen you so long." And he had like poop all down his leg.
shoes.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
the next day he
yeah.
found a ball of poo in his shoes because it was in his shoes.
Oh, that's nasty.
I got peed on by a
Or it's
hedgehog
like
yesterday.
projectile diarrhea
Oh,
against the
neat.
wall or whatever that was. Where you just leave
That
it
was
in
the other
alleyway.
time.
My girlfriend has a hedgehog.
Oh.
And it peed on me.
Is his name Sonic?
His name is... No, I said it explicitly, like, if you name that hedgehog Sonic, I will kill all.
Clearly,
your
Shadow
roommates
is
and-
the best
Why,
hedgehog.
why didn't you
Fucking
name
idiot.
it?
No, his name is Harold.
That's stupid. It should be like Sonic. Shut
up,
the
fuck
up.
up.
Like,
You
Sonic,
shut
your
I think
mouth.
Sonic is the
Is
best.
he fast?
Shut your goddamn
top
mouth.
200 fucking hedgehog.
How
names.
fast does he have to go?
They're all
They're all
Sonic.
Sonic. That's
Does he have to go fast or does he
Gotta go fast. Luke's gone.
I'm stroking his face.
Yo, okay. I was talking about this yesterday, and I was arguing with somebody over it. Rabbits seem to poop a lot. Am I correct?
I had one.
Yes,
I had
They
two
do seem to
rabbits.
poop.
Rabbits compared to humans, body weight to poop weight. Rabbits poop way more. Am I right?
Yes.
I don't know.
No. I am a witness. A subject.
Alex poops a hell of a lot.
I am a Jehovah's Witness.
And,
I like poop.
Because a rabbit poops like probably the size of your fist a day, right?
Okay, no, listen.
Are we talking about
Rabbits
mass or
poop
just pure times?
pure
Volume.
mass.
We're talking volume.
Yeah.
Volume?
Yeah.
I'd say
Volume to
human
body
just for the
ratio.
size.
You're saying humans poop more
Okay,
per body size
Robin,
than rabbits?
yeah,
But do you
relative
mean like
to the
do you
size
mean
of
on a
your
record
body.
fucking
Hard to
day?
say.
Because I know some people that can just machine it, like it's a factory. And
Yo,
Explain.
Luke
like,
at a
like
fucking...
I mean like poop, like on a conveyor
Yo,
belt.
do you guys
and stuff.
fucking remember Luke's...
Like-
Yo, Nick, were you there for Luke's ninja poop? You remember in Wagner
That's my story.
the fucking, like the square between where our
Oh, yeah.
our lockers where you walk around by the library, there's more lockers and
Yeah.
there's bathrooms
Yeah.
and shit. And then there's gyms.
Me?
Yeah, you remember Luke? We were
Me,
at our lockers.
not me.
No, you. Straight up you. We
What
were
the
like
hell are you talking
no, we
about?
were at
I
our
have no
lockers.
idea.
Because remember how our lockers were all near each other? You were like,
Okay.
yo, I gotta go poop.
Wait, which year?
Grade 12.
Okay.
You were like, all right, I gotta go poop, and you're like, okay, cool. So you went and pooped, and we fucking took off from our lockers. Like as soon as you left, we started walking. We walked around the corner, walked by the library, came around the other corner by the lockers. You're walking towards us. We're like, are you fucking kidding me?
We just hiccup.
You pooped in like a minute and a half.
I've done that.
Yeah. Wait.
That's
That's
the
nuts.
story.
Pretty fast.
I can poop in a minute and a half.
I could not poop in a minute and a half.
Okay, so on this podcast, there's like two types of stories that are most common. You guys know what they are?
Poop story.
Pool and poop. Pool and poop. I've got a pool and poop story. So, okay, I was working at the pool, and I went into the change room to check the change room, right? And I looked in the toilet.
Yeah.
There was a poop.
Oh!
This big! It was the biggest poop I've ever seen in my life. It was the size of, we have these 20-pound bricks there. It was the size of that. If you can't imagine that, imagine a Jenga box. One turd.
No fucking way.
The size of a Jenga box.
That's a good comparison. It's like
Yeah.
this.
Probably a little bit shorter, but a little bit chubbier. I don't know how it came out of
Same
somebody.
volume?
Okay, think of a fire hose.
Was there blood?
Much thicker.
Was there a body?
I didn't see any blood or body. So I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So I started laughing right away, of course. I walked out to ask the other lifeguard, I'm like, what do I do with this?
No, you had to tell them, dude, come fucking see
Yeah.
this poop.
That's what I was
because I
gonna
need
do.
you to vouch for the existence of this poop.
But everyone else working was a female lifeguard, so they can't go in the male change room.
Can.
So they're like, you're gonna have to take a picture of it. So I was like, okay. So I took a picture, but it didn't really do it justice. You couldn't really tell the size based on the picture. So like, okay.
You
we're
put your
gonna-
hand
You
next
put
to
your
it?
hand next
Yeah.
to it.
I should have. I didn't. Oh, this is gonna make me gag. I gagged when I told the story before. So they're like, you're gonna have to crush it, and you're gonna have to knock it down the toilet. Because I tried flushing, but it was like Spider-Man. It was
just
holding the
yeah, it
sides.
would like spin around, but it wouldn't.
It wouldn't even spin. The water would go down, and the poop was like, I'm good.
That was the best poop impression I've ever seen.
So the water would all go down, and the poop was just like, that's fine. I don't care. So I was like, this is messed up. And they're like, you're going to have to whack at it. So I'm like, what do I whack at it with? And they found a plunger. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get the plunger. And now I'm good with a lot of gross things, but poop is not one of them. I can't deal with poop at all. And so I walked in. I'm going to gag telling this. I'm sorry. And I whacked it with the plunger. And I'm looking away, and I'm whacking it. I'm whacking the poop, and I was like, this will be fine.
You're whacking
And
off the poop.
I flush it down, and then I turn back. It's still there, and it's still like,
Who the fuck are you?
I was like, this is messed up. So then I'm like, all right, this is it. And I go 2 hands on the plunger, and I go, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, that's got to be it. And now I'm gagging, and I'm almost puking it. Like I grabbed my own shirt, and I was like it was so gross. I was like, that's got to be it. Flush. Doesn't do anything. It's still like. So I walk out and I see my boss and he's about to leave for the night and I'm like, hey dude, you got to check this out. And he's like, what? And I'm like, just come see. So I walk in with him and I show him the poop. He's like, look, and he was shocked. He's like, and I'm like, what do I do? And he says we have this stuff called Liquizyme, which what it does is it's this bacterial killer stuff. So it basically dissolves organic waste. So I'm like, that's perfect, because we pour it down drains and stuff. So I poured half a jug, and jugs are like 3 liters. So I poured a lot of stuff in the toilet. I'm like, that's going to murder this stuff. I left it for about 2 hours. I came back. I put an out of order sign on the thing. Came back, and I was like, it's time to go. And I flushed it, and it's kind of just like, and then it's like, nah! It stays. So I'm like, oh! And I get pissed off, and I start whacking it with the plunger again, because I'm like, it's got to be softer. Doesn't do a thing, and it stays. I was like, Jesus Christ. Poured more Liquazyme, tried to kill it, came back an hour later, wouldn't work. I was like, that's it. I walked away. Who knows what happened?
It's still there!
For all we know, to this day, it could still be there. No, the night guy cleaned it out, so we were okay. I told him about it, I'm like, it's got to be some sort of holy, some sort of sacred
demonic
poop. I don't know how you're going to get it down.
It's on either end of that spectrum.
It's not even part of this world.
This is gonna sound weird as shit, but I had like a best friend as a little kid who used to.
That is weird as shit.
I was going to tell the story.
Have I told this story?
Well, you told it only to me at Calvin's house.
Okay, you know who it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. Okay, so they would poop. But the thing is,
Okay, what?
So
Who's they?
there's
They would poop?
the person,
family?
No, the person. Although, I
Your
guess
friend poops?
I have a friend that poops. It's weird. So
Okay.
he poops. And the thing is that I guess maybe I don't want to blame the toilets. I don't want to blame his bum, and I don't want to blame his diet. But one of them was at fault because the poops would never flush, and they were just cannons. Imagine like a cannon in a toilet, and the cannon was firing constantly and like not flushing. So there was actually like a procedure he used to do, and like I used to be at my friend like at the house, be like, "Yo, what's up, hanging out, what's up?" And then it'd be like, "Poop time." No,
Somebody
but it
else's
was
house, like, all the time.
No, listen, it's not my house. It's at his house. So we'd be hanging out, and he'd poop or whatever, right? And there was like a couple tools. So there was like a coat hanger. So it was like cut up the poop.
A coat hanger?
A coat hanger.
Oh.
So,
You're trying to abort the poop?
You abort the poop,
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, you're thinking of a different story, Alex.
I don't know if I am, but tell them both.
Okay, so he would have to. They actually had a garbage, like a special garbage. It was like a garbage bin.
Next to the toilet?
No,
Like
no,
a
no,
biohazard?
outside. They had a special garbage that was like his poop. Put his poop in there. So they had like I can only imagine.
Wait, you and a friend.
Oh my god, okay.
And put his poop in an outdoor garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Did
weird.
he have like a kitty litter scooper, or what did he have?
No, he
had a hand.
He had a hand.
I wasn't there.
What
I was
happened?
never in
we
the
don't know
room.
what happened.
He had gloves.
But there were
inside a garbage can, your dog style.
It was always in a plastic bag.
Gross.
They were
So
like,
you just
like
put the
acrylic
garbage bag
They were like
inside
the
out and grab
thin
it.
ones, so it didn't even help at all.
Okay.
It would like seep through and just get wet and disgusting.
Okay, tell us the second story
Okay,
because
second
Alex
story-
is like freaking out over here.
Okay, the second story, I think I've told Alex. I think I might have told you, Luke. It's the chase story. Like not chase is not the name. It's just like the action of chasing. No, I've been like in a house with a object.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, tell it.
Okay, so this is it's a different person. I like. It's a personal, like, funny, very inside joke story. I don't want to say any details with the people. So, hanging out at a friend's house.
Tyler Ponto?
Yes. No, hanging out at a friend's house. Parents aren't home. It was a stage when we were kids where we used to like light things on fire and have fun and like joke around, whatever, right? And one day we were looking through their parents' closet, and that was a horrible mistake because we were kids. Okay, like right now you could be like, I'm not gonna go look at my parents, but I don't give a shit what's in there. We found a shoebox.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Right, so we
There's a poop in it.
We opened the shoebox up. Right, we opened the shoebox up. We look inside, and there's some other friends there, and we're like, "What the hell's in here?" First thing we pull out, there's candy cane handcuffs. There's candy cane handcuffs. There's candy cane handcuffs with a matching candy cane fucking like weird vagina fucking like vibrator thing.
Oh.
It's like hooked together, and we're like.
Flashlight.
Yeah, no. It's like it was. I don't know how to explain it.
A vagina vibrator sounds like
it
a
was the
flashlight.
shape of a candy cane, but I think it was a dildo. But it was the shape of a candy cane, and there was just like there was like a block. Like it wasn't like a curved surface of the band. It was just a flat circle, right? So we're like, wow, this is getting weird. So we kept looking through the box, and
As kids do.
now
Let's keep going.
this is okay. We open the box, look inside, and At this point, I've never seen a dildo in my entire life. Like, I didn't know what I was dealing with.
How old were
The
you?
dildo, I was like, okay, there's that
13,
dildo over
14.
there. Like 12, 13.
Do you need that
Like,
dildo for reference at
junior
all,
high.
or?
I don't want to hold it. I don't want to touch it. So, but yeah, you just bring it. If you want to bring it here, you can. You guys,
Okay,
I'll show you.
like,
It was
got it?
pretty much. Imagine that thing. Okay. Now it was a lot bigger and it was white. No, that's a good example. That's a good example instead of the actual like black one.
You have to
over
blow
there.
it up.
Now this thing, so we're opening, I'm just going to do the demonstration here. Open the box, candy canes, we're like, what else is in here? So the guy who's like actually like, he's a paper towel doing all this shit. He's like, what the fuck's in here? And we didn't really realize what was going on as a kid. And he goes, what the fuck is this? Pulls it up. And this thing is huge. And we all start laughing. And we're like, holy shit, this is fucked up, right? Like this is parent shit, right? And then all of a sudden, this fucking asshole thinks it's gonna be a good idea if he starts attacking us with this fucking thing. Okay, so listen. So he's got it in a paper towel and he goes, like, looks around the room and then goes like, and immediately we start fucking running. So we're running to the, and it's like a 4-level like split, and we're on the bottom level. So we have to run out of the room, and he's chasing up with this thing in his hand, and we're 12, and this guy's got a paper towel, fucking huge dildo in his hand, swinging it next to the, and we have no shoes on. We run outside, and it's fucking pouring rain, and we're standing there, and he's at the door, going, "Wow!"
He's like, yo,
yeah,
gotta give me 350.
It's like an intimidation thing. He's like this thing. That's the story. I mean, like, it was fucking crazy. It was like he chased us out of the house with a huge fucking.
I've got a dildo story if you want that.
I want to hear it.
So this happened to a guy that my friend met. So this guy,
friend of a friend of
a friend of a friend, basically. This guy was a male, not porn star, male stripper, basically. And as a kid, he grew up in this really sexual household, and that's how he became a stripper. Mm-hmm. So his mom used to sell dildos. And because this is way long time ago, it was like Tupperware parties, you know what I mean? Like they'd come into somebody's house.
They do that now.
They actually do
Yeah.
They would come into somebody's house and they'd offer them a bunch of different dildos, and then they'd sell them the best dildos. So she had a closet full of just tons and tons of dildos. And so these two guys, she was gone one day at this guy's house, and two of his friends come over. I think it was his cousin and his cousin's friend. It turns out his cousin's friend is a coke dealer, but I think that's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. So these two guys come over. Yeah, he's in love with the coca. These two guys come over, and they're just talking about stuff and jamming, and this stripper wants to be friends with the coke dealer, basically. So they're talking to each other, trying to impress each other, and then the stripper's like, you know, we've got like tons of dildos upstairs. Don't know how that would impress him.
Hey, were you there?
Absolutely. I was hiding in the closet.
If you see a giant dildo collection, like that would change your life.
Yeah, and then the coke dealer's like, no, you don't, because this is back a time before people had tons of dildos.
Nowadays, everybody's got.
Nowadays, everyone has them. So the coke dealer's like, no, prove it. So stripper goes upstairs and he grabs this huge black dildo. And he walks downstairs and he slaps the coke dealer across the face with it really hard and mushroom stamps him. And then the coke dealer's so shocked, but he finds it funny, so he's like, all right, and they became friends from there. But because of it, he breaks the dildo, because there's like a little metal rod or something in it, and it was bent. And so his mom finds out that he was using his dildo. So, to mess with him, she says, hey, I've got this sore back. Can you come to one of my shows and bring the big box of dildos that's really heavy with me? So he says, sure, yeah, I'll help you out. So they go to the show, and she shows off all the dildos, and he's just sitting off to the side. And then she goes, and here's this one. Here, I'm going to make my son come demonstrate. And she makes him walk on the stage and hold up this dildo. And he doesn't want to do this because it's really weird. And then she's like, he broke this dildo. He was using it without my permission. This is my son who uses dildos. And he was so embarrassed. And he just runs out and leaves and sits in the car for the rest of like the hour or however long. And she walks back out to the car. She's like, you ever going to use my stuff again without asking me? And he's like, no. And she's like, exactly.
What a horrible mom.
Yeah, bad mom, but
what?
taught him a lesson.
I'd say that I wouldn't call that
well,
terrible.
but she didn't even know the context of using the dildo.
She probably did. I don't know.
Any other context, it'd be acceptable, but because it was dildos, it's a little far.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my mom interacting with me at any level with dildos.
I don't want mom interacting with me at all.
Oh.
I don't want
I hate
dildos
them.
interacting.
You homophobe.
I know, right?
Yeah, I saw my brother had really big poops for a while, and it was scary.
How did you know?
Well, because they couldn't flush, and then I walked in and I was like, oh, that's like a leg. Then,
See, this is my question.
Have you ever pooped out an
When
arm?
you flush, you look. Am I wrong?
always.
Always
double check.
look.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah, but they look at where they poop.
Yeah, they do. That should be the remix of the
In
song.
case it's
But
giant,
they
so you
look
can
at
brag
their
about
poop.
it.
Well,
I've never had a poop that hasn't flushed. Has anyone here had a poop that
I don't think
refused to
so.
flush? I've had like a little bit left over.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, maybe.
no, I've.
Had a full one that didn't
Yeah,
flush.
but I had appendicitis. I didn't poop for
Oh,
4 days.
wow.
And I pooped like boulders.
Right.
It was funny. It was cool.
But then, would you not like wait and flush it again?
I never flushed twice. I don't understand people that fucking flood their washrooms. Like let's say your toilet gets clogged.
Yeah, how like
Right,
how
you
would you
wait.
even do that?
Yeah, I know. But I had a guest over when I was a kid, like a family friend. A guy, I guess, pooped and decided to. Wow, I think the best idea right now is if I fucking flush this toilet until the water peaks over. So he peeked over, flooded
How is
our
that
like.
even
If you ever go to my house downstairs, right below our washroom, like we had to redo the roofing because the water had fucking totally just.
I think that used to be a
Whoa.
problem
Yeah.
before because there was something with like the mechanisms that made your toilets flush. Sometimes they would get like jammed, so it's just like you want more water. That's why this thing is in this position.
still
and it's
floating.
going
Yeah,
forever.
because it's supposed
Yeah,
to float. But
yeah.
it
It
gets
floats
stuck.
up and shuts off the water.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Nick, I always thought it was weird. I don't know why, but you probably noticed too. At Calvin's house, like they never flush their poop. Like,
People do that.
I never noticed this. What?
what?
No.
Okay. Well, no. I the impression I got was that it was like,
Hold on, should you bleep Calvin? Or
wow, no, people
fuck
know
it,
Calvin.
it's
We'll
fine,
see.
yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, yeah.
Calvin's. I guess it was kind of like Calvin's parents wanted to make sure he was healthy or something,
Oh.
but it was just.
Oh, this is his kid?
It-
Do you mean like
yeah.
his new house or his duplex? When he used to live in like the
Probably both, I guess,
Both,
but
yeah.
mostly the old one.
Yeah.
It was always like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. It's like, wow, there's poop in here. It's like, this was left here on purpose.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to flush it?
Yeah. There's
I
like a
didn't
couple
know.
questions. There's a couple questions.
I have this friend who I met in my Spanish class, and she says she has this uncle, and she doesn't like going over to his house because they're all like environmentally super like
So,
passionate and crazy.
Yellow, let it mellow. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
so they have what they call weekly flush.
Oh,
Although
God.
it's a little less often than that because now they allow each person one flush per day. But now most people pee more than once a day, so if you have that one poop, like, I don't even know. It's scary, whatever it is.
Dude, that's
So
really scary.
It
That's
is.
like-
And so, like, she refuses to go over to their house. But, like, I'm thinking it's totally fine if I'm standing up and peeing into a toilet that already has stuff in it. Kind of gross. Whatever, not that big deal.
horrible.
If there's already pee in that toilet and I'm sitting down,
yeah.
not
Yeah,
a chance.
I don't want someone's
fucking-
piss
she-
splashing back
she's-
in my
she's
butt.
a girl. I mean, like, she's
No,
not
she's a
gonna
guy.
Isn't it obvious?
Yes. She's a skater boy.
Yeah,
Yes, she is a girl. So, yeah, what she said, she refuses to go to that house now.
Yeah,
But it's not even for, like, being poor. If you were poor, I could sort of understand, but it's just for environmental reasons.
Oh, in terms of like etiquette, do you guys in a bathroom, like a public bathroom, do you guys ever go in the handicap stall?
And drink
Yes.
the water.
Yeah, I've never seen a handicapped person go in the bathroom.
Dude, I did this
It happened
once
to
at
me once.
Millen's Town Center.
Yeah,
man.
there was a
Dude, it
Millen's
happened to you.
handicapped person.
Dude, it happened to fucking me.
But what, there's a handicapped person waiting?
No, dude,
Yeah.
I gotta explain this. I went to the washroom and then there was like the stalls were full. It wasn't like I was like, well, I need space. I need to stretch while I'm pooping. No, I just went. I was like, I have to go bad.
Because you was just
And
so
last
in the stall
stall,
available.
last stall, Mills Town Center, walk in the food, like out in the food court one.
Yep.
Go in there. Come out of the washroom, like good times. Like yeah. Look at the fucking urinals, and there's a guy in a wheelchair trying to pee in a urinal.
Oh no!
Did you fake a limp? You should have faked a
I
limp.
got the hell out of it. Like I ran, man. That was a moment I was like, I am a horrible person. Like
I
As
go in
someone-
them too, but I deliberately speed it up just to reduce my chances.
yeah, but I've never had that where like I walk
Yeah.
out and there's clearly someone who's handicapped who needs to use that stall who's now pissing in the urinal. But it was like he had the wheelchair in front of the urinal. And it was,
You know what
he
you're
was
supposed to
holding-
do when
he
you
was
see that
holding
happen? You're
himself
supposed to
up,
like pretend
peeing.
to have a stutter. Be like, sorry. That's like
It's the thing about DJ.
Yeah, you're a sweet
Designing washrooms
remixer.
is something we have to take into consideration.
Yeah.
As an architectural person, I'm supposed to take that into consideration.
Jeez, yeah, make sure.
Handicap, there's
Like,
actually
put like
like
2 handicap stalls?
what you do is for handicap urinals, I guess. I don't,
Oh,
you're
make
supposed
them really low.
You make them low, and you also have 2 handles on either side.
Oh,
I've
That's
seen
what
those.
those are for.
I thought it was just like, motherfucker! Fucking hold on!
I was complaining about that today at Burger King. I was calling them dwarf urinals because you were. The bottom was this high off the ground, and the top was this high, and I stand this time.
Straight
So
up.
I was aiming downward to get it in the urinal. And out.
You did.
You
Yeah,
said
we were like
dwarf
that.
I called them dwarf urinals because they were.
It was out of nowhere. Like, how many McNuggets did we get? Oh yeah, like 150. Dude, there's dwarf urinals in the bathroom.
What? Okay, you should have said that. That's exactly how it went. As you're like, you guys were talking about. You weren't talking about nuggets. You were talking about video games or something.
Maybe, yeah.
And I walked out and I'm like, yo, there's dwarf urinals.
Yeah, we're like, what?
There were though.
There were, man. I believe you. That's crazy.
I didn't like it.
I like it. That's cool.
There should be one short one and one tall one.
That's how a good designer works.
Exactly.
Like
It was the
someone
whole-
like the Spartan Center at Nate, all of the sinks in the guys' washroom are like 2 feet off the ground.
Are there 300 of them?
There's like 10 of them, and I don't get that joke, but I'm okay with
Because
that.
the movie 300 with
Sparta.
Sparta.
Yeah, okay, fine.
It was bad. It was a bad joke.
How is Connor, by the way?
He's in the bathroom, I guess.
Dying?
Hopefully not.
Dying?
Hopefully not.
You think he's dying?
Well,
Did you?
I'll tell you what.
Was there a handicapped stall story you had?
He's just a guy in a walker came up.
Paul Walker was there?
Yeah, Paul Walker was
Oh my
like
God,
that.
Rip.
Ripped so hard.
He didn't actually die as soon as he crashed. This was post-crash. He kind of hobbled everywhere.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Conspiracy.
Okay, no. So yeah, I was just in the bathroom, so I was having this really epic fucking poop. Like there was like inciting
There
incident.
was fireworks.
There was some building action. There was
There's
a
like
climax.
Requiem for a Dream.
And right before the climax happens, the main character, which is my asshole, needs to make a crisis decision in order for the story to progress, in
Yeah,
order for the
climatic
conclusion to
moment.
happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like right in the middle of it. It's a really hard decision.
Yeah.
And
And
my
he's soft.
my butthole is just conflicted. And then this guy in a walker comes up, and I can see the walker legs underneath it. And I'm sitting there like, I'm in the middle of a poop right now. And I'm like, I can't stop this gravy train right now. Like I need to continue.
Don't.
And then, so for maybe like 5 or 6 more minutes, I'm in the stall.
Oh, you just waited till he was gone.
No, I couldn't stop. Like I had to like finish the poop.
Oh, it was that intense?
Yes. So I was so then I got out of the
Like,
stall.
well, I guess one
You
of
can't
the
just
6
like
poops
go
is
like
like
that and like chop it.
And
in
I got
half
out
with
soon.
your butthole.
I do that a lot accidentally, though.
Yeah, you pinched by
And I got
accident.
out,
You're
and
like,
this
this
guy-
is done, and you're like, oops.
I got out of the stall and this guy was fucking like 152. Like he
Oh,
was
no.
so old and mean mugging me like.
No, you should.
That's when you limp.
No, you should have crawled under the
That's when you
stall
stutter.
into the other
Yeah.
one and gone out
You
the
limp
normal
and
one and
stutter.
been fine.
I had to
just
crawl
left
under.
it
That's when you
down.
become a
bathroom stall
gymnast.
to
You
get
do a
out.
handstand. You walk out on your hands. You're like, sorry, my legs don't
No, you
work.
could have unlocked the door, except like climbed up on top, like real high, and like braced yourself. So then you're hiding above him. So then when he comes in, he doesn't see you, and then he poops like normal, but you're like spidering above him.
Like in
Jackie
Kill
Chan.
Bill.
Yeah, exactly.
How the fuck do you always end up like for
You have to
30
like
minutes
catch your
of poop
sweat and
story?
stuff.
Did you guys as a
Awesome.
kid ever go into the stalls and then lock it and then climb out underneath
Everyone's
the stall?
all the time.
I did
I
that
think
out
I
of
might have done that
necessity
once. I don't know why.
because
did,
it was
yeah.
stuck.
I did that as a kid, and now I find it so obnoxious. I'm
Yeah,
like,
duh.
because I would never do it now, but I'm just like, oh my god, how could I have ever
One
done
day
that?
we should
It's
just
so
all
gross.
do that. We should go to a place.
No,
like
we
that
shouldn't.
for
No,
us.
no,
I don't
no,
think
no.
and then
Never do
everyone
that.
just like we don't poop or anything. We just get underneath the stalls and just live.
Just
around.
put my
I
hands
also
anywhere
believe
near
that
I
the
you
would
can
never
turn from
trust
No,
the
it's like-
floor of a thing to not have like
Yeah.
piss residue
You
or
don't
whatever.
want to do that.
Like, oh
It's
god,
gross.
so gross.
As like a teenager and kids, we were pretty like fucked up in the way that like we do good things and then we do bad
Well, we
things.
wouldn't
You
do
do terrible things all the
No man,
time.
we
Just
just
wise, man.
You just sort
We do
Reality
good
of
things.
Calvin, and it's like an equation. It's like we
No,
used to go to
it's
Calvin's
not.
house and do like, for me it was like an equation. I didn't mean to be an equation, but now I think about it, I was like, I
Yeah.
did a lot of good shit, I did a lot of bad shit, and it like sometimes I did the
not
same
like
person.
It's weird. It's weird. The
E equals
mischief.
MC.
Vagina.
I know what you're saying, though. Like
Equals gamma
it's
MC
weird
squared.
the
Thank you
mischief
very much.
you could get into at Calvin's house, but at the same time it was like we were still like
There
the
was so
nicer
much,
of the kids
yeah,
around.
There was so
Yeah,
much
we're still pretty
freedom
nice.
there because it was right at the beginning of Summerside, like right like when that
Yeah.
people started living there. So everyone's like these nice, gentle families that were like very.
Yeah, no, it was because they were the only people who could afford it.
They were,
But
yeah.
they
I
were
love
super
fucking
wealthy.
gentle. These
What a horrible description of families.
Beautiful,
Gentle.
gentle families.
Yeah, the
People
nice
that are
genteel
comfortable.
South families.
We used to like on nights there, we'd go to like the Max, which is open till 4 a.m. in this like hot, like this nice community. I don't know why it was open till 4
We would
a.m.
hang out at Max when
And-
they got like redone.
Yeah, we'd go to the Max there and whatever. We were like kids. This is junior high, high school. like early beginning like high school, and we go and we ding dong ditch at night, and like a lot of times like, and we had targets. Like there was one guy's house, he had like 14 birds, like 3 dogs.
Oh yeah,
He installed spotlights. He installed spotlights because we did his house so many times.
I don't think like you and I were ever there on the same night, but it
knew
always like we were always like.
There's a little path that you could run down, so you bring his house and then you run down this little inner alley path to this big field and or the park there. No, but like we'd help. Like there was a point where like we'd help people who were stuck, because I remember there was a night that was like it was raining and it was icy roads and people were stuck and they couldn't actually move their car in the snow. So we'd be like, we're like 7 guys, we'll help them like push them out, and we were helping this whole apartment complex like move all their cars and stuff like that. And then like 2 hours later, we were ding dong ditching every apartment, like mathematically, like okay, we'd all line up at the outside of this apartment complex, and everyone would like ding it at the same time, and then we'd move on to the next section, ding like 8-man row. Like I remember that. I was like,
That's
wow.
ballsy to not like stop, because you'd think if you do it to.
No,
like,
we did like the whole. We did the whole complex. It was like these blue houses that were like, these like condo kind of things. Yeah.
I've never actually ding dong ditched anyone.
Really?
It's
Even I
not
don't think I
actually.
have, yeah.
The only time it's exciting is if they come out after you, which
Yeah, and
was that one dog guy
Yeah.
with all the animals did
he would,
to us
he was,
once.
he would, I,
But we were just kind of like in a bush way far away, and he just kind of like walked out his backyard. And was like,
I always wore flip flops for some reason too, which is a horrible idea.
We had a bit of a-
track you. They can come out here.
It's like,
I'm like for bad things. I remember when we had a bit of a stint with just like stealing stuff from every fast food restaurant we possibly could.
Oh, dude.
oh yeah, like you guys
yeah.
took. Well, it was like they just took straws, like a lot of
yeah, we
straws.
used to do
Straws,
that too.
napkins.
I still have straws in my cupboard.
One
from
time,
those.
though,
Straws are free.
One time
so
though,
it's
because
hard
I'm
to
an
steal.
asshole, I decided to take the nozzles off of the pop machines.
Oh, you're
Why?
Just
a
makes
dick.
them go. Psst.
Spray everywhere.
Dude.
So I did that.
He stole all of them from the McDonald's.
did you run?
They didn't
They
know
bought a
until.
bag.
Very few consumers know that you could just unscrew them.
Because they don't want to. Because they're good people. Why would you want to do something that adds no value to anyone?
And the worst thing
just
about
adds a
the
negative.
worst thing about it was I wasn't even like a teenager or a kid. I was like 18 years old.
Oh, shit, dude.
You just quit that.
Outgrow that.
And then
The worst thing about this is
Cineplex for your
that
18th
ruined one
birthday
person's
and
day. It ruins
destroyed
a
the
lot.
theater.
Oh, that was funny though.
Oh, it was so great. So I was working at Cineplex at the time, and then we decided to take a Saturday and just celebrate Butch's 18th birthday. So like go to the casino, see a good movie, drink all night, kind
We
of
watched
thing.
Project
We watched
X.
Project X.
What are the masterpieces?
on my 18th
But the problem with Project
I'm
X,
thinking of that other movie.
the thing with Project X was that it didn't have a lot of sales. Like people didn't really want to see it.
We
so-
watched the first showing of it.
We watched the
We
video.
were the only people in that entire theater.
Wow.
We're the only people in the entire theater.
We went around because
It was a really good movie.
So we went around to all the
was
seats and we
watchable.
flipped up the armrests.
We flipped up every single
Probably
armrest
wasn't
because what I found
It was
from working there was that that specific theater, they had movable armrests and they were really easy to lift up but really hard to take down. So we just lifted them all up. And since we were the only ones in the theater, we just ran around the entire all 200 seats or whatever. We just flipped up all the fucking armrests, and then we decided, well, I don't know, I want popcorn. But maybe we could.
Since he was working there, he got the best discount ever. And
So we got like 6 large popcorns, and
we ate maybe 2.
we made eight, maybe 2, and then we took all the popcorns at the end of the movie and lined the top row of the theater with them on the bottom, and took as many straws and napkins as we could muster
everywhere.
and just dumped them everywhere. And then at the end, because I have to take everything too far, I took my pop that I had left and I just poured it over the popcorn,
Yeah.
and then we left.
Well, to be fair, pouring over the popcorn probably just absorbed
helped a
all
little.
the pop.
Yeah.
Technically, the mess probably was just as bad as what a normal full theater would have been.
Yeah.
So,
But
But
just
in
with
one
two-
day, you gotta go over all
And then
over
I
the
worked
square
on the
foot.
Sunday, like I worked the next day, and the managers told me the story of how after the first showing of Project X, the top row of the theater was completely utterly destroyed. And it took them like 20 minutes to clean up all the.
So if you're watching this, don't do anything fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
be a
another
good
one.
person.
Yeah, learn from our
Me and my
mistakes.
friend,
Learn from
my
his
friend Jordan
mistakes.
used to always go watch movies.
So
We'd
bad.
go watch so many movies that we'd like eventually go see the really bad ones. So we'd be sitting there bored in the middle of this theater, and we eventually we always went to the downtown one. So we used to go down the food court and we'd bring food up and they just wouldn't stop us.
Yeah.
But we'd always go buy pop there and we'd just steal all the straws.
Like the whole.
like the entire container. And then what we'd do throughout the entire movie, we would separate like half and half. We had enough cup holders. You would take it and you'd rip it, blow the straw thing,
Yeah.
and then you'd start making a line. And we eventually got good enough that we made connecting the straws all the way down the entire length of the theater.
Awesome.
And we used to do that all the time.
See, that's at least constructive. You know what I mean?
Sort of.
It's
Wow.
doing something funny and cool rather than just something completely negative.
And
That
then
doesn't
the
even
best
like
part
make you
was,
happier.
is like
It made me
5
happy
years
when we did
later,
that. It was so fun.
my brother was dating a girl who was the manager of that movie theater. And he was telling me a story about these terrible kids that would always show up to the theater and do stupid shit like that, and they'd leave like outside food containers in the middle of the theater.
Yeah.
One time, we carried Chinese food containers from Famous Walk.
Famous Walk, yeah.
Yeah, Famous Walk down the basement. It was like full. It smelled of Chinese food. You could tell it was Chinese food. We walked right in. All the time.
It's
Yeah,
like
the
Plus,
employees
we
there
want-
probably
and
would
another thing
They
about
don't
that
care.
Famous
Pay
Walk
minimum
was...
wage. It's like
They're getting
not
paid
worth
$10 an
Yeah.
hour.
I
They're
know.
not gonna stop.
I know.
I
The
was,
thing about
when I was
that
working
Famous Walk
doors,
was,
people
too-
would just sneak in, and I didn't give a shit. I was like, fuck it,
Clairview's
whatever.
amazing. Like it's it's $16. You get a medium popcorn, medium drink, and your movie ticket.
Medium? Wait.
If you're a student.
Medium. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I
That
always
Famous
look for
Walk,
the
if you
Clairview
knew who to
store.
order from,
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like,
but you
you
get
give
free
him like a
refills for
$10
lunch at
bill,
Popcorns
and he'd give you
Pops
like
there.
$10 back in change because you didn't know how to do math.
What? Okay, say that again.
You would like go to Famous Walk, you get like a $10 combo or something. Like a few times I'd give him $10, and then he'd give me more than $10 back in change. 'Cause he thought I was gonna give him
That's
10.
when you go, oops, you screwed up. Here's $10
Yeah,
back.
because I don't want to steal from you.
Because I want to be good.
Hey,
And
I
then
was
he
a
gives
bad-
you even
don't.
more
Yeah,
back.
and then he gives
I
you
think
20.
that's debatable because it's like you're not stealing from him.
I guess you're right.
You're stealing
yeah.
from a giant evil corporation.
I just
Famous Walk.
Yeah,
It's
famous
evil.
walk.
I chopped it up to this is a learning experience for you. You need to learn how to count better.
Fair enough. That one, I guess that's debatable.
Yeah, but he doesn't. You're not telling me.
Well, Chuck, you do a lot of horrible things, but they're
there.
constructive. Like, there's a reason behind it.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, so I fucking killed this dude. But, like, it made his family realize how much they loved him.
Made them realize how much he fucked up their lives.
Like, that, I like that.
I just seek to make someone's day worse.
See, yeah, your equivalent is
Like,
like
I'm
the
the
pranks where it's like, ha, I stole your bike. Just kidding, I didn't. Now I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
Yeah.
This is like, pranked
never
you.
been violent.
I just did stuff negative for no reason. Gotcha. Whereas, like, they should be kind of
Yeah, exactly. The gist of every one of those dumb prank
Yeah.
videos is like, I'm just gonna make someone's day worse.
Just
Be
be something
look
bad.
how dumb
Just
the
kidding, there's
reaction- yeah.
cameras. They'd be like, if I slapped
Bro, it's a prank, bro. It's a prank.
Like, if I took a pee on Luke right now, I'm like, it's okay, there's a camera. It's fine, dude. You got pranked,
I think, like, I'm thinking back to, like, stuff at Calvin stuff still. I remember in junior high, there was a guy named Assad in our, like, junior high class.
He's running Libya or something now.
No, he's not.
Assad,
He works
no?
at I saw him the other day. He works at Staples.
Oh, that's interesting. But anyways, we weren't sure what we were going to do for the evening, but but then we went to like the 7-Eleven that was kind of nearby, like earlier that night at like 7, and then we saw him there, and he was like, "Oh, hey guys, what are you doing?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just hanging out." So we stalked him home to find out where he lived, so that we could ding dong ditch him at like 1 a.m. And then we did, and that was our evening. Just doing shit to his house.
It's weird and sad.
Well, but like we knew him, so it was like a little different.
You know,
It was weird and sad, but you knew him.
We had also ding dong ditched. Seb came over here one night. Seb came over. He played like one guy.
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah,
It was
I like
a-
Seb.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
Seb's really chill.
Did he come here? Yeah, he came here one night to play.
Came here a couple
We
nights.
played Queef.
12. Yeah, I remember we had 12 set up
Oh,
here.
okay. And we had ding dong ditched his house before.
Did you know that it was his? Or?
No. He's like, you guys ding dong ditch my house. 'Cause he lives right beside Calvin, like right by there.
Oh yeah.
We thought we were gonna ding dong ditch this guy's house once. There was this like a sawhorse, but it had one of those blinking lights on it. You know what I mean? Like to say, "Don't drive here."
Okay.
It had one of those, and it was in the middle of the street. I think it was to drive around a pothole, something like that. And there was this guy across the street who was just a total jerk all the time for no reason, basically. So we just put that on the front of, like, right on his doorstep. And then we were about to ding dong ditch him. I can't remember. We might have gotten too scared and we didn't do it. Not sure. But then the Edmonton Sun guy came by driving later and, like, knocked, or, no, he didn't knock, but he left him a paper.
Yeah.
And so I think the guy saw it. I don't know. Whatever. It was a dumb prank. But basically, it was our equivalent of a ding dong ditch.
That was a very good payoff.
Wasn't
So you missed the ding dong part of it though.
We
You
didn't
just
ding
ditched.
dong.
And
we
you
did
also
ditch.
didn't ditch.
We saw horse ditch. It's the new school.
Yo, props to
Blinking
Edmonton Journal and like delivery
Props?
newspaper dues. Like,
Shout out.
No, because there was like one point when our car got broken into.
like across the street, and a guy actually had the balls to go to everybody's house on the Saturday morning at 5 a.m. and ring the doorbell and be like, "Hey, your car got broken into. Oh no, that's not your car. Okay." And he ended up telling us just to like get quickly as he could. I thought that was cool. I mean, like I would like there's limited like 5 a.m. Their windows are all shattered.
Yeah, I
like,
guess
that
that's
kind of
good. That would be going out of their way. That's
I thought that was it's a little story. It's like
There was one that happened outside my house, and they were like just rummaging through people's cars, but they weren't breaking in. Like they were just checking whose were unlocked. So they stole my mom's cell phone, but they had already stolen a bunch of cell phones early in the night, so they left a different cell phone. Like they just traded up, and they left a different cell phone and a bunch of smoked cigarettes already in our vehicle, and then stole hers. And since hers was probably just an average phone, they probably left hers in another vehicle because we ended up getting it back and like traded up for an iPhone.
They had so many pockets. They could
they're just like, oh, we already have like 17 phones. We don't need this one. And just like shuffle.
Here, have a phone.
Yeah, they just went car to car with different phones.
it's awesome.
It was weird.
So your mom didn't get her phone back?
No, she did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just called it. And
we called it, and then it was somebody who picked up. They're like, "Hey, who is this?" And we're like, "This is my phone." And they're like, "Oh, my car got broken into too." They're like, "No way! Come pick up your phone."
It's just like a left phone. So
Yeah, it was just a phone shuffle.
They have like a big sack and it's got a hole in it, so they put
They got out!
another one falls out.
My neighbor,
Why isn't this sack is so big? It holds so many phones.
my neighbor's like a fucking badass. This dude, he's like a welder or whatever. He's like he seems like a roughneck kind of guy, but he's like pretty nice. Somebody broke into his car, took his like BlackBerry or whatever, and his work phone. So he called the phone, and the guy was like, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just bought this phone off a dude on Kijiji. Yeah, I can sell it back to you for like $100, $150. He's like, "No, my phone got stolen. That's my phone. I need it back. I'm calling you on it right now." He's like, "No, yeah, I think you're gonna have to give me like $150, $100." So what happened was that my neighbor is like, "Okay, let's meet at like, do you guys know the Husky on? I want to say Village Road. Yeah,
Yeah.
Husky there. Meets outside there, like by the Miller's Pizza, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Parks there. The guy pulls up, right? And my neighbor is with another friend, and my neighbor gets in the car, and the guy's got no shirt on, right? And you kind of realize it after. It's a tactic, because what happens is that my neighbor Lawrence gets in the car, and then like he goes like, "All right, let's see the phone." So he ends up grabbing the phone and like trying to get out of the car. And the other guy grabs him, and he's trying to. My neighbor Lawrence is trying to grab the dude with no shirt on, but he can't get a grip on him because he has no fucking shirt on. So he's like grabbing this dude's nipple and shit. Like he's trying to like grab this guy. So the car's backing up. The guy's trying to get the fuck out of there because he thought the guy would actually give him $150 fucking dollars for his stolen phone. So he's like pressing the gas, like he's going back, and it like. Lawrence is still in the car. The door's half open. He's like struggling to get the cell phone, and then fucking Lawrence like rolls out of the car. The guy drives away. License plate in the car and shit. I just thought it was like that was pretty badass.
Yeah. Did he get his phone? He got his phone.
You got his phone back. Yeah, he just had to roll out of a fucking moving car and fight a shirtless man and like touch hairy nipples.
At least he had pizza waiting right there. It's like, man,
Pizza.
we're gonna get some Millhurst pizza. They have a smorgasbord every Saturday and Sunday.
Not Milford.
You spent like $11 for their thing, which actually was a really good deal.
I've never eaten there.
I gotta go. But then they recently upped it to like $16 each for person. It's such bullshit.
I would be down.
It's not that good
care.
food.
I don't know. I've never tried.
It's shit food.
Oh,
like compared to other buffets where you pay like you pay $60 and you get like good food.
It's the second coming.
This place it just sucks. It's completely.
I was helping your roommate mop the floor.
Why?
Because it was gross.
Well, I mean, it was gross. I did mop it
My
already
couch.
today.
Should we end it?
Yep.
All right. Connor returns.
Podcast.
Have a good time.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Be a better person.
Yeah.
Be good.
yeah. This is the Be a Better Person podcast.